Hey YouTube, up close and personal today because today is my piercing video finally. A couple of you have asked, and over the last maybe 3 years I've gotten my piercings. I think I am pretty much done with them, other than changing out a couple of jewelry pieces. I think I may get one more and we'll discuss that later. So let's get into it. So I first got my ears pierced, my first lobes pierced when I was maybe 23. It was a big thing because, I grew up really strict Christian, and that was a no-no, but I got them done and I was like, sorry mom. So yeah, so the first ones were done at Claire's, but yeah, Claire's, and then maybe a couple of years later I decided to get my second lobes done once again at Claire. Actually, I only have my second lobe on this one ear because I wanted, to be different. Prior to getting my lobes pierced, I had gotten my cartilage pierced. I think I was maybe 19, and I had to hide it, and I kept taking it out, and it never healed, and then it just closed, so I don't have that one anymore. But yeah, so I got first lobes, then one on this side, so this one is not pierced, as you can see. But yeah, then I waited a couple of years and years till I was in my mid-30s, and then I started getting the piercing bug again because, piercings were back in, and I loved the gold jewelry that people were getting pierced with. I used to love silver, but I didn't like it for multiple earrings. So I started, let's see, I got these done. Yes, these are two piercings. I got this done at Love Adorned by Colby Smith. He now has his own studio, and he pierces to the stars. But I got these two separately with these two rings. So these two rings, seamless rings, I think they're called. They're gold. They're by BVLA. I got done here. They healed for I let them heal for a year, and then I got this seamless ring placed in the two. So it's called an orbital piercing, and I love it. The only thing I don't like about this is you can barely see it. So I want to go and get another piece put in here, maybe for Christmas, but I do love the way that looks. Absolutely adorable. Then I believe at the same time I got these two pierced, I got one of these pierced. I think it was probably the lower one I got, just with the same ring, and then I just went about my merry way. And then a year later, after I got this put in, I got the second cartilage pierced up here because I just like the way the two seamless rings looked together. It was the thing blowing up all over Instagram. And I just love the way the two look. Some people have it going all the way up. I have toyed with getting a third, but I think I'm gonna leave it alone. Yeah. What else? What is next? Okay, so this little project up here, another orbital, I got pierced by Cassi Lopez. She was also at Love Adorned, but now she has opened up her own new piercing shop. I will put all the information below. Love Cassie, another piercer to the stars, and we got this one done. Yeah, I got these two pierced with two separate jewelry pieces, and then about a year and a half up till last month, I got this ring placed in it. It has little balls on it. At first, if you guys follow me, the first piece of jewelry blew up my ear, so they had to do a what do you call it? A special order piece for my piercing, and now it's in there and giving me no troubles, and I love this piercing. Love it. Well, before I got the special jewelry put in, I got my lovely Rook done. This I got at Tash, and you know what? one of these piercings, the top piercing actually was not at Love Adorned. This one was at Maria Tash. Yes, one of these was at Maria Tash, one at Love Adorned. But yeah, I did go and get my Rook pierced at Miss Maria Tash. It is a piece, a BVLA piece, and it is healing. There's a bump on there now because, quite frankly, I kept forgetting that the piercing was there. It didn't bother me at all. And now there's a little bump on it, but the bump will go away. But I love that. I'm gonna eventually switch it out to a diamond seamless ring eventually. And then yeah, this is a cuff. This is not a real. I was gonna get my conch pierced, but then I saw that Catbird had this gold cuff, and I'm like, oh, I'll buy the gold cuff, and whenever it falls off, I'll just get a conch piercing. It has never fallen off, and I never take it off, and it's super cute, so why should I punch a hole through my inner ear? So yeah, those are my piercings. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This little piece of jewelry, this little seamless ring, is from Etsy. I will link that below as well. And these T and S for Stella and Tristan are also from Etsy. After I got my Rook done, I went on to the Maria Tash website and picked up this little diamond trillion beauty. It's a charm, and had them, and went back to Maria Tash and had them place it on this seamless ring. I love the charm. It is super cute. And what else? Pain wise, let's see, pain. You know, the least painful piercing that I've gotten is the Rook. Seriously, you just felt the pressure, and that was nothing. And I felt no pain, and I never felt pain with it. And I just kept forgetting about it and bumping it and pulling it, and now there's a bump on it, but no pain really. I'm gonna give that a 1 out of 10. These two I'd give maybe a 3 out of 10. This top one took forever to heal. There was a bump on the back of it for like a year. But they healed up nicely. You know, lobes are nothing. They're like a 1. These two I'll give like a 3 out of 10. And these I'll give maybe a 4. I'll bump it up to a 4. But really, they weren't. If you want your ears pierced, go get your ears pierced. They're fabulous. Take care of them. To take care of my piercings, I do sea salt soak, either soaks. I actually don't do sea salt soaks. I just take Q-tip, sprinkle some sea salt, warm water, and then wash it. And then if there's a bump or I feel like it's annoying, I'll pack it. I'll make like a paste with the sea salt and water, and I'll just pack it on. And it dries and leaves it on overnight, and that usually for every day or every other day. And basically, you leave your piercings alone too. You don't mess with them that much. And another thing I kind of use that works for me, is Dial antibacterial. Sometimes I just put a little bit on there, and it works. So. Yeah, so price wise, you know, I'm in the city, I'm in New York City, and I get gold jewelry. As you can see, it stays in my ears. I don't ever change them out. So this piercing was about 100, and I want to say 60, because the jewelry was 100, and then the piercing with the tax and the tip came to 160. These also were about 160 each. And then this probably was another 160 each, because I get the same jewelry. I get the seamless rings. The piercing itself at these places are like range from $40, and then the jewelry on top of that. So the piercing itself is not expensive. It's the jewelry I buy. And then this piece of jewelry from BVLA was about $270, I think. Yeah. So yeah, that is about it, guys. I think I've covered everything. I will link everything below. If I've forgotten anything, please let me know. Ask me any questions down below and I will answer them. But yeah, these are my piercings. Oh, I would like to get, if I get anything else in this ear, because I have small ears, I kind of want it to be, I think this ear is perfect. I think it's perfect. Not going to do anything else. It's perfect. This ear, you know, other than changing, I'm going to change this piece first and see how that looks. But I'm toying with the idea of getting a Darth Day piercing, but I want a gold barbell. I think that would be super cool. So I may do that. And then, yeah, and I'm done. So that's like my only piercing that I want next. So yeah, let me know again if you have any questions or comments below, and I will be talking to you in my next video. Take care.